It was in 1969. I had permissive travel orders. I could go anywhere in Vietnam and defend anybody charged with anything. But this was different. My boss said, "Hey Barry, I guess it's going to be a good case because they won't even give me the name of your client." I said, "Sir?" He says, "You won't need your Tiger Scout interpreter because you're just going to Long Binh." So I'm in Long Binh and I get to go to the staff judge advocate's office. "Well, Captain Barry," "Yeah, right, that's me. "I am assigning you to a top secret case. You will not discuss this case with anyone. You will not even divulge his name." "Oh, really?" "Yeah, that amendment about an open and speedy trial, an open trial, I guess that old Constitution that you and I promised to protect, I guess that's not in operation. You will say you were there to see number 5. Number 5? They take me to one of those crappy little steel container buildings with a little slit at the floor they could slip food under. And there's a little bench where a guy's sitting, and he opens it and he says, "I'm charged with murder and conspiracy to commit murder." And I said, "Okay, I'm your lawyer. You can tell me. I know you've been ordered not to talk. I've been ordered not to talk. But what the hell's going on?" He said, "You sound a little belligerent." And I said, "I am." And he said, "Good." Then we exchanged some words. And here's what happened. We were operating in violation of a trilateral agreement, landing in Cambodia. The missions were all top secret because we were violating the law by going. Usually when we sent someone into Cambodia, you'd go in sterile. No name tag, not the kind around your neck, not the kind on your uniform. No American weapon, usually a Swedish K. But now we were sending helicopters over there, and guess what? People were waiting for them. And when they landed, they were all killed. There was a leak. Well, they found out who the double or triple agent was. So a couple of the boys of the defendants went into Saigon to talk to the CIA. They said, "Look, you're the spooks. How do we get rid of this guy and integrate him, and can you send him to an island or something?" The CIA said, "Terminate with extreme prejudice." These guys said, "You're telling us to kill an unarmed man?" "Yeah, that's a direct order. You will kill this double or triple agent immediately. Here's how you'll cover it up. You'll take an Asian American, put this guy's name tag on him, put him in a Vietnamese uniform, and have him fly from one place to another and sign in as this and that. And you'll run a rehearsal. You do it this way." They set it out. But the orders were they'd take him out, they'd shoot him up with morphine. Now that sounds nice, right? Nope. So you'll bleed faster. The sharks will get to your body quicker. Shoot him, wrap chains around him, dump him into the South China Sea, and come on back in. Well, they did it. Colonel Bob Rowe noticed that his men were missing, and he went to a general. General Mabry said, "What the hell's going on?" Mabry said, "We think these men were involved in a murder, a conspiracy to commit murder, and we're locking them up." Bob Rowe said, "No, I'm chain of command. If you want someone locked up, you go through me, because I'm responsible for the actions of my men." General Mabry said, "Maybe we'll lock you up." Rowe said, "You're goddamn right you should if you expect to keep it quiet that you're picking up my men." So they did. So here's Bob Rowe, Boston Social Register, multimillionaire, full colonel, West Point ring knocker, commander of all the Green Berets in Vietnam. When he's locked up in there, the first thing I did was find out who everybody's lawyer was. I admit it, in violation of a direct order. The next thing I did was see if the lawyers would talk to me. Well, they were scared of the direct orders, but not Marty Linsky and not Bill Hart. We got together. We're trial lawyers. If you're going to charge our men with conspiracy, we're going to conspire ourselves. We're going to find out what the hell's going on. Now, in the meantime, there's a parallel set of facts going on. Prosecution, now that the word's out, starts leaking. We're sworn to secrecy. The defense is, but the prosecution starts leaking their case. And bit by bit, it's getting in the press. I said, to hell with it. I got Lepisto to drive me into Saigon, and I talked to everybody. I was on Walter Cronkite. I was on Huntley Brinkley. I gave the complete defense story. We had our Article 32 hearing, which is, it's comparable to a grand jury hearing in civilian life. Well, we went in there, and the CIA came in and lied, and they lied, and they lied, and they lied. You think that you're going to try this case without admitting to the American public how this war is being waged? You can have a fair trial or you can have a closed trial, but you're not getting both. Finally, Secretary of Defense Melvin Laird decided they couldn't do both. A guy named David Hume Kennerly, he won the Pulitzer. In 1990, he gave me a signed copy of his book, and he wrote to Steve Berry, who's been there. And he felt about being a photographer as an agent for the truth, as I felt about being a lawyer as an agent for justice. In the Green Beret case, that was a good test. Now, am I here to say, oh, and I passed it? No! I'm here to say justice passed it. Justice passed. Justice passed that test. Thank you, Lord.